There it is. Now it's off. Oh, it's really stuck. Oh. Good evening. If any of you guys know what that reference is from, you got a free t-shirt. What's happening, Brachachis? Today we're here at what seems like the most windy day in the history of California. There's gale force winds for sure. And I just so happen to choose a day to try something pretty risky, but hey, all in the name of science. Today we're here to answer the age-old question, what's stronger, plastic or metal? But before we get into this video, please make sure that you like this video for the YouTube algorithm, of course, not for me, mainly for the algorithm. And also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you like the content. Special shout outs to Max Vu over at Epic BMX for printing this sprocket specifically for me. This is exactly what I asked for. I'm lying, he just printed this out and gave it to me, but it looks pretty cool, pretty hyped on it. Also, big thanks to Nate over at Golden Days Bike Co. for the 25 tooth Solid Guard Sprocket. So the whole sprocket is solid, so is the guard. It's very strong, it's a little heavy, but hey, we're about to test it out, all right? So I'm gonna throw this on my bike and get out of this wind because it's pretty annoying. All right, so I'm currently riding the Shadow Simone Sprocket. It's done me right, nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to slap this on and see what the difference is. Also, shout out to Cal Order for the sickest BMX tool. It's the most simple, you can put it in your pocket, put it in your camera bag and it won't damage things. I normally have the Shadow tool, but I gave that away and I mean to get a new one, but I will. The tool's awesome, 17. It's got an 8 at the bottom and a 6 right here, so everything you need for your bike. So what I'm gonna do is loosen up the back wheel a little bit so that I can remove the chain. Oh yeah, it's on there. Damn, that was tight. All right, so I'm loosening the compression bolt here. Don't do that at home. Use this like a hammer. Also, don't do this at home. Damn, that was noisy. Got that off. I don't necessarily need to insert any clips of me riding with this sprocket because this is what I've been riding for the last like 6 or 8 months. Solid sprocket, it's very strong. It's also been machined so that you can save some weight and it's got a really cool design. All right, let's strap this little plastic guy on. So this sprocket was 3D printed by an Ender machine and it's a PLA Plastic for those of you guys that do want to try this at home. Max went through, I think, like 10 or 12 different iterations of the sprocket, and this is the one that he gave me, so we'll see how it goes. It is extremely light. Dangerously light, one might say. All right, what's your guys' honest take? Do you think it's gonna last one crank? Do you think it's gonna last a cruise at the skate park, one grind, or one sprocket stall? Leave your comments down below. Let's get the splines lined up. You guys have to help me, obviously. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, that looks straight. For leverage, put the socket back on. Just pedal backwards. And we're on. That was it. Sprocket is on. Get the chain on. Try and use the tool as much as possible so I don't get my hands too dirty. That's probably gonna be hopeless. Okay, snapped on. Hello. All right, let me put this stuff away. All right, in the aesthetics department, everything was looking good. Did notice that as soon as I put it on, the little piece of the tooth already came off, so that's probably not the best sign, but we'll see how it goes. Balance test is good. Don't know how that would be affected, but here are some of my predictions. I think that as soon as I start riding around and pedaling and actually putting some downforce, the chain is actually gonna wear into the sprocket, so my chain's gonna get a lot more loose. That's gonna be my first prediction. Second prediction is that if I really do crank down hard, I might break some teeth. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try and just cruise the things and try that. Then I'm gonna try and do some crank flips and tricks that don't necessarily put a lot of stress on the sprocket. And then after that, I might do some grinds and eventually I'll try something with a little more torque or pressure. So far everything's good. See? Chain's still pretty tight. I really haven't pedaled hard yet. hypothesis, as soon as I do a 180 and I start pedaling backwards and I go to turn around, I feel like it'll creak, or that's where the chain's actually gonna dig into the sprocket. So far, so good. All right, got the slow-mo cam there in case all else fails. So far, not a lot of damage or anything. Like it's sort of like trivial things like fun stuff. You can definitely see a big loose spot now and a tight spot. So I think there's certain parts where I landed. Oh yeah, it's warping the teeth. I don't know if you're able to see it yet, but they're already starting to bend a little bit, and some of them are losing some of the sharpness. Damn it. All right, now it's getting more significant. I think it's time to take it to the skate park. All right, the skate park's a little too nutty, so I can't put everything away. I still want to test this drone out. That'll be in the next video. Also needed to come get my helmet. And on a side note, hit my website, alfredomancuso.com. You want to get one of these new Bad Luck Club stickers. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff dropping soon. Alonzo, my business partner, is just a little lazy, so don't know how long this is gonna last. I can already feel the grooves are getting into the sprockets. My chain's gonna get very loose. Which I don't mind. I'll do some crank flips, but we'll see what I can do. Some drops or something, and then we'll get a slow-mo of when it probably breaks. Nah, get out of my face. You haven't brought the music. Nah. No music, no dabs. What's up?
I didn't go to a studio because of you, and I kind of got my shit together.
What's up, man? I'm trying to drop some quality tunes.
I'm in a business class right now.
Oh, okay. All right, a little anticlimactic. We already have a crack. It's a pretty good one too. All the way from the tooth down to the sprocket hole. So I think we should just send her on her way. I see a good ledge there. And a really tall one here, so I think a good sprocket cell on this should really do the trick. It'd be funny if someone would try to steal my bike right now and just pedal off and it snaps. But yeah, it lasted a lot longer than I expected. Since I figured that sprocket's gonna snap right now, I got the other one as a backup. This is where it's gonna go down. I'm gonna set up the other angle, probably over here maybe, or maybe over down below. Oh yeah, this will look cooler. There we go. All right, smash that like button if you think I'm gonna land it first try. I think I got this. All right, just so you guys see, it's still held together by magic. All right, it's gonna sprocket it, it's gonna snap. All right, Pete, I should probably set it over here. I'm gonna set up a third angle just for shits and gigs. I only get one go at this. There went that. It didn't exactly snap like I thought it would. There it is. Okay, well, that was a little anticlimactic. What do we got left here? There's a little bit of sprocket left. Oh no. There's literally nothing left. I'm gonna try and put it back on and just at least 360 off this thing or do something. It's really not held on by much. That's all she wrote. Let's remove it. Oh, it's stuck in there real good. Damn it. There it is. Now it's off. Oh, it's really stuck. Oh. Look, it took a pretty big chunk of that tooth. All right, RIP, little brethren. There went that. All in all, decent, not bad. I'll give it a 6.4. out of 10. Need some work, maybe a completely solid one. I think that if we analyze where it broke, it essentially snapped. Oh, assembling it wrong. I would say that probably broke here where the sprocket bolt gets really close to the teeth, and then it cracked all the way down to where the sprocket hole actually is. This is the sprocket drivetrain hole, and this is the actual like spindle bore, I guess you could call it. So yeah, Max, back to the drawing board. We need a solid one. All right, I'm gonna put this bad boy on. I'm gonna handle that sprocket stall, and then that's it. Gotta upload this. For all of you guys asking, I'm still giving away this bike. I just haven't decided how yet, and I haven't received my new one from Shadow and Sabrosa, so waiting on that. Once that happens, this puppy's going to someone. And it's got some good mileage on it. Not like a lot of mileage. It's got just some cool mileage. All right, first try, this try. We're gonna take this one down first just because you have to now. You guys know it's first try. Oh yeah. Oh, steps. Alright, that worked. Nate, you got yourself a good sprocket here. What else can I try? Should I try this rail? Sure, why not? Rails are a little scary because there's no backing, so I wouldn't recommend doing this. Also, the ground is uneven. Because of the uneven pavement and it's like on a slope, it made it a little more difficult, but it is a little scarier, so it doesn't have a back end. All right, let's compare. So as you can see, this lost. So PLA Plastic, you need some refinement. Also, I heard that we might have needed some enamel or some other hardening substance, so we should give that a try as well. As you can see, the Golden Day Sprocket took some chunkage, but your chain is intact, you'll be able to make it home. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed the plastic 3D printed sprocket versus a CNC alloyed sprocket. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and that's gonna be it. And I should also mention, make sure to leave something in the comment as to ideas, maybe 3D plastic pedals, pegs, frame, I don't know, let us know. All right, I'm gonna go home. See you guys.